So you know those quizzes about if you're gay or not gay? I would have passed all those with a rainbow flaming, "You're so gay," all the way through high school and would have denied that they were real. Hi everyone, it's Nolan, your Tuesday, and this week we're talking about our coming out stories. Mine actually is pretty uneventful, but Devin kind of talked about some things after his coming out story, and so we will be going in some advice about how to do the coming out process and things that I think are important, and if you think they're important as well, then bully for you. So my coming out story was pretty simple. All the way through high school, I was pretty asexual, wasn't really concerned with getting with anybody or dating people. There were some people that caught my eye, but it was pretty boring. Mostly because I was busy with 10 million other things. And when we got to a point in college, about halfway through freshman year, where I started having enough time on my hands to actually care, I realized that perhaps I was not the general heteronormative, which is not really a problem. I wasn't too worried about it because my family kind of is the family that would be very accepting. And as soon as I kind of figured out that I wasn't really the norm, I told them, I was like, "Hey, you guys, I'm not really straight," and they were pretty much okay with it. I did have a little tension. Kind of at the end of my high school years with people assuming I was gay, but I didn't really identify as gay. But you're going to have that with a lot of people. A lot of people get called gay and they aren't, or are called gay and they end up turning out to be gay. But that is no excuse to all those bullies out there who are calling people gay left and right, because that's just not cool. But I had a very easy coming out process. I had very supportive friends and family. I did have some friends who thought it was okay to talk about me behind my back. But you're going to have that from time to time as people kind of adjust to the idea of who you are. Even though you've always been that way and you're the same person you were before, but apparently since they finally know who you are, you're some scary thing that they can't quite understand. And that's their ignorance, not yours. But moving on to some of the things that Devin thought were really important, I agree with all of them. If you come out to your friends and they don't accept you, they aren't your friends. Plain and simple. They could have been your friends from childhood, but if they can't see past that one label that you have come to find yourself as, if you have gone through the self-realization that you are not who you thought you were all the way through childhood, that can be a really hard experience on yourself. And if your friend can't be there to support you through that, then are they really your friend? But that's something you can decide for yourself. As far as the family thing goes, I would say the exact same thing. And the way I kind of think of it as, if you live your life for you, if you live in your most personal and happiest state, which is being your genuine self, then if your family decides if they can't handle it and they must remove themselves from your life, they make that decision for themselves, and you continue to live your life as happy as you can. Find a partner, get kids, have a job that you love. And if you live your life as happy as you can for you, then they make the continuous decision to not be involved in your happiness. And that's something that they will miss out on. But if you continue to live happily for you and they come back into your life, they can partake in your happiness. And you can all be happy together, and you won't have spent so much time living in hiding just to make them happy, which does no one any good. But I think the hardest thing is coming out to yourself, and I think a lot of people put a lot of precedent on having a specific label, having that, I'm gay or I'm bi or whatever. At a certain point I realized that I don't just identify as the typical gay. And at that point I stopped worrying about it. I was like, you know what? I don't just like one kind of person, and that's okay with me. And I've stopped worrying about who I like and what I like. If I'm attracted to someone, I am, and that's the end of it. And if they have a vagina, they have a vagina. If they have a penis, they have a penis, and I move on. It's about knowing that I'm okay with accepting myself and the people that I love, no matter who they are, rather than having to conform myself to a label that other people are going to easily understand. And for some people, that's more important than others. But I would just encourage everyone out there to find the most comfortable place for them. Live in a place that you find your most genuine happiness for yourself, and don't try so hard to live happiness for other people, because at the end of the day, you'll just find disappointment in that. So that's all I have for this week. It's a little bit of a short video and a really kind of anticlimactic video. I didn't have some big drama musical number, with an intermission in the middle. It was pretty cut and dry. But I hope that we can be a support. As Devin said, I'll list all the Tumblrs in the doobly-doo down below, so feel free to get in touch with any of us. We are all here. We are all more than happy to be a support to you in your coming out process. If you have friends that are struggling, send them our way. We are here to help people find themselves, and we are here to help people find the support that they might not be able to find in their families, among their friends, etc. So with that, this isn't your regular Tuesday video. This is a Wednesday mishmash mashup, and hopefully we can find someone to fill our Wednesdays next week, or fill our Wednesdays just in general. And if you know of anyone, feel free to comment below. Give us, some way to contact them, or if they have a YouTube channel, feel free to drop their URL, their username into the comments below, and just let us know who they are. We'd love to audition some people or get some people to just do some guest videos and just try some people out. But with that, it's been lovely to chat with you all. Hopefully you all have a great week, and I will see you all next week. Matt, I will see you tomorrow. Miles, I will see you on Friday. And Devin, I will see you next Monday, you sly devil, you. But let's be real, it probably would have been easier if I had just, had a banner behind my head with glitter everywhere and just been like, hello, I'm gay! But that's not how it works in the real world.